Good morning, students. Welcome to you in computer class. How are you? I hope you all are fine at their home. So, students, in our previous computer class, we have completed part 2 of lesson number 3. The title of lesson 3 is Formulas and Functions. We have already understand about relative reference, absolute reference, and mixed reference in our previous class. So now let me move to the last part of this lesson. So kindly keep your computer book during this class because this class will be based on practical. So you have to pay attention on my steps that I perform in MS Excel. Okay, so let's start this class. So students, today we are going to understand about cell reference of another worksheet, how to naming a sheet tab, how to change color of a sheet tab, what is functions and what are the rules to enter a function in MS Excel, how to use average function, and we will learn how to use some common functions like max function, today function. Okay, so let's start with one by one these points. So cell reference of another worksheet. So students, we can use the cell reference. Cell reference means the cell's address of one worksheet in another worksheet. Means we can use a cell reference or cell address of a sheet 1 to into another sheet also. Because you know that whenever we open MS Excel, there is a by default sheets, sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. So you can use any cell address of a sheet 1 into sheet 2 also. Okay, so this is done in two ways, using copy paste option and using sheet reference. So let me understand one by one using practical. So firstly we will start using copy paste option, how to use a cell reference to another worksheet. So students, this is my MS Excel program, and in this program I have already created a sheet 1. In our previous class we have completed this. So you can see that there is a sheet 1, sheet 2 and sheet 3. By default there is sheet only 3 sheets will display. If you want to add more, then you can click on the add more sheet option, that is this. Okay, so again I am clicking on sheet 2 and I have already typed this in sheet 2. Okay, now if I want to copy this formula that is used to calculate the sum value of cells, then I am copying this by right click and copy. You can use the shortcut also, Ctrl+C. Now go to sheet 2 and click on this and paste it. So whenever you paste it, the formula of that particular cell means the formula of this. In this we have applied the formula. You can see that the equal sum B4 to B9. This is the range B4 to B9. So the sum value will be calculated in total. So this formula will copy and I am pasting this formula. Then the sum value of B4 to B9 is calculated according to this value. You will find the total. You need not to do anything. You have to take only the formula. Okay, by copying this formula you can use this cell reference. Okay, now there is another method using sheet reference. Yes students, we can also use cell reference of another worksheet using sheet reference. So whenever you use sheet reference, it use the sheet number, exclamation marks and cell address. So for example, here I am clicking on the cell C4 and type equal B4 plus sheet 1, that is sheet number, exclamation marks and cell address, that is I want to take cell D4. Okay, this D4, that is 100. So I have to type D4. Sorry, this is auto calculate. So sheet 1 D4. You have to type this. So what is the working of this formula, students? Yes, you have to add B4 cell of sheet 1 with B4 cell of sheet 2. That means incentive amount of sheet 1 will be added to the salary amount of sheet 2. Salary amount sheet 2, that is 20,000, and the incentive amount of sheet 1 that is displayed in D4 will be added. So whenever you press enter, you will find that. Okay, the incentive amount of sheet 1 in D4 cell is 100. So 100 will be added in sheet 2 salary. So this is some difficult to add sheet reference, because each time you have to provide sheet number, exclamatory marks, and the cell address which you have to use. Okay, so you can use such kind of cell address from one sheet to another by using this method also. Okay, so I hope you will understand. This value is the result of adding incentive amount of D4 cell in sheet 1 with salary amount of D4 cell in sheet 2. Okay, this will add. So you can see its step, that is very clearly given into your book. You will understand that. Okay, now let me move our next point, that is naming a sheet tab. So students, you know that by default Excel displays 3 sheets in a worksheet, that is named sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. You can see that in MS Excel. This is a worksheet. You can see that sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. This is the by default naming of sheets. Okay, but we can add as many sheets as we require. Yes, you can add multiple sheets also. So we can assign any name to these sheet tabs. Yes, if you want to rename this sheet tab, you can do it. So let me learn using practical. This is my worksheet and there is a sheet 1. So you have to right click on this sheet 1. There is a option of rename. In this pop-up menu you will find the rename option. Whenever you click, you can change the name of your sheet, like cells. I change this sheet name cells and press enter. Now you can see that the sheet 1 name has been changed into cells. Similarly, you can rename sheet 2 also by right click on that, salary. I'm giving this name and press enter. So you can change sheet name according to your requirement, whatever data you have to save. So you can give its reference in the name also. Okay, so this is very simple to rename any sheet name by right clicking, and pop-up menu will come and you have to select rename option. Okay, now changing color of a sheet tab. Yes students, if we renaming a sheet, so we can also change the color of sheet tab also. Okay, so let me do it using practical. So this is my sheet 1 name, that is sales salary. So if I want to change the color of this sheet tab, then right click on that. There is an option that is tab color in the pop-up menu you will find. So you can choose any kind of color like red. Okay, whenever you move to this sheet to another sheet tab, you will find that the color has been applied. Okay, but whenever your sheet tab is active, then no color will display. If you move some other sheet, then your color will display. Okay, similarly, if you want to change the color of salaries tab, then you have to change this like that. Now salary tab is not changing because it is active cell, it is active sheet. So if you move to sales sheet, then salary sheet tab, you can see that the change color, you can see that. Okay, so this is very simple. You have to right click on any sheet tab and choose the tab color option, and you can find multiple color from the theme color option. Okay, now functions. Students, you have used multiple functions in mathematics. So what are the functions? Functions are pre-designed formulas in Excel to perform simple and complex calculation. So by using function you can perform any kind of calculation, any kind of operations. So function eliminates the chance to write wrong formulas. They accept the arguments and return value. And what are arguments? Arguments are input to functions. Input means whatever value you give to that function, that is called argument, which accept any value that can be number or text. And the values are given within parenthesis. Parenthesis sign, you can see that this is the parenthesis. And return value display the function output. If we say that what is the return value of this function, that means the output of a function. Okay. Now let me discuss about some rules to enter a function in Excel. So students, there are some rules to enter a function in MS Excel. Firstly, all Excel functions must begin with equal sign. Yes, just like formulas, if you use any kind of function in MS Excel, you have to begin with equal sign. Okay. And function name must be a valid Excel name, like sum, average. If you are using inbuilt function that is already come with the MS Excel library, then you have to use their spelling, same spelling. Okay. You cannot use their custom functions. Okay. And function name must be followed by opening and closing parenthesis. Without parenthesis, any function will not work. So after applying any function, you have to put parenthesis also. Okay. Opening and closing. And parenthesis contain argument within it. If you are using some function that requires some kind of argument, then you have to provide that. Okay, you have to pass that parameter. If you are not providing argument, then your function will not work. Okay, so there is an example for calculating the sum function that we already performed in our previous class. Equal sum. Sum is the by default function, and there is a parenthesis opening, and there is a closing, and there is a argument. Argument will be passed. That is the range. From A1 to A5 cell, we have to calculate sum. Then we can use this formula: equal sum parenthesis A1 colon A5. Okay. So using the average function, if you want to calculate the average value, so we can use the average function in a sheet. So let me perform this. So this is my sheet. If you want to calculate the average value of this cell, expense and incentive amount for January. Okay. So first of all, you have to put equal sign. Now you have to take average. You will find this function value, that is inbuilt function, so you can use that. Okay. You can take a capital or a small letter. There is no problem. Now you have to put cell reference B4, C4 and D4. So B4, C4, D4. Parenthesis close. Now you have to press enter. So your average amount of January of sales, expense and incentive amount will be calculated. So you can easily calculate average value by using average function. Okay. Now students, let me use some common functions like max today. So max function, you know that it is used to find largest value in a given range, and today function it is used to display the current date. So student, there is a function list also on page number 29, you can see that, and this is general inbuilt function and their purpose is also clearly given into your book. So you have to read it and you have to understand it, and if you have a computer then you have to perform all these functions at your home. So let me understand max function and today function using practical. So students, if I want to display the largest value in incentive amount column, so we can use the max function. So put equal sign, firstly put max, now parenthesis open. Now from D4 to D9 you have to provide range, so you have to use column D4 column D9. Okay. So after typing this, all cells will selected. Now closing this parenthesis and press enter key. So this is the largest value. 1500 is the largest value in the incentive amount. So similarly, you can use min function for displaying the smallest number of incentive amount also. Okay, and today function, it is used to display the current date of the selected cell. Okay, if I use today function in this cell, then I put equal today, now parenthesis, and press enter. So you will find the current date, okay, in the selected cell if you using the today function. Similarly, you can calculate the day, month and year also. Okay, so this chapter is completed. Now homework. So kindly revise all explained points of today's class from your book. And if you have computer with MS Excel at your home, then kindly do its practical also, because students, this chapter is fully based on practical. So if you have computer, then you have to try this, all these things. Okay, and this chapter is completed. So I will share its answer key by tomorrow. Till you revise this chapter, and you have to perform practical also. Now I am closing this class. Thanks for taking this class. If you have any doubts, you can ask me anytime. Stay home, stay safe, God bless you, and kindly send your work chapter 1 and 2 so I can check your copy. Okay, thanks.